Teltec, the place of real treasures.
Anamorphic lenses are known for that cinematic look and feature unique effects on the image you're capturing. In this video I show you these effects, how anamorphic lenses work and how do they differ compared to normal spherical lenses. Thanks to Teltec and VAZEN for sending me these lenses, and I'm gonna go more on details about the VAZEN anamorphics by the end of this video, so stick until the end. The anamorphic lenses have been developed in the early 1950s in order to get an epic wide image onto a 4x3 almost square film. This is possible since anamorphic lenses squeeze the image onto a film or nowadays onto the sensor. It then needs to be de-squeezed in post. The squeeze factor tells us by how much the image needs to get stretched in post-production. Generally there are 1.3x, 1.33x, 1.5x, 1.8x and 2x squeeze. In Hollywood they usually only work with 2x squeeze because the higher the squeeze factor, the more you get that anamorphic look with all its effects. But what are these effects? Well, on the one hand you get that oval bokeh which has a unique look, and you get these colorful horizontal flares and of course the wide cinemascope aspect ratio. Okay, well, so anamorphic looks cool, but how do these lenses differ from normal spherical lenses? Actually, anamorphic lenses are made out of spherical lens elements, so as spherical lenses, but they feature a so-called anamorphic block of cylindrical glass elements. This block can be either in front, the middle or on the rear of the lens, and on the VAZEN you can clearly see that these are at the front of the lens because it's much bigger there. But now comes the interesting part, since focal lengths of spherical and anamorphic lenses look very different in their field of view. To get a proper comparison you need to divide the focal length with its squeeze factor. So for example a 65mm divided by 1.8 is roughly 36mm, and if we compare that to a 35mm spherical lens we get almost the same width of the frame, but we still have the compression of a 65mm lens. So this you can never achieve with a spherical lens, a wide field of view and a nice background compression. And on anamorphics that's possible and truly unique and often overlooked when comparing both lens types. Despite that, the look of anamorphic and spherical lenses not only differs in terms of the flaring and the bokeh, the image itself is from its characteristic very different. Spherical lenses are usually cleaner and sharper and have less problems such as focus breathing or chromatic aberrations. On anamorphic lenses these things can be heavily pronounced and you clearly see the breathing and the overall soft look, and also the close focus is very long, mostly around 1 meter, whereas on spherical lenses you are always around half a meter, something like that. For this reason the use case of each lens is very different, and so they can help to convey the story. For example, Annihilation was shot on anamorphic to support the surrealism of the film, whereas The Revenant was shot on spherical lenses to be more true to life and authentic. Now let's take a closer look onto the VAZEN anamorphic set. So for around 8K you can buy this affordable, I mean still is a lot of money, but compared to other anamorphics this is affordable. All of the 3 lenses are built out of metal and they are really solid, and all of them are around 1 to 1.8x kilo each. With a T2 aperture the VAZENs are fairly fast for anamorphics, but on T2 they are not really usable in my opinion. At T2 the image becomes so soft that even focus peaking didn't work because everything seemed to be unsharp in the image. So we mostly stopped them down to around T4 or T5.6, and that seemed to be a good spot. What I don't like is that each lens of the set has its focus and aperture gears at a different place, which means changing lenses will take a lot of time, and that's basically why you buy a set from a certain manufacturer, to have all of the gears at the same place, that everything makes more faster and efficient. What I also noticed is that these lenses have a very warm look to the footage, so keep that in mind. Personally I like the 65 the most, and also the 40 was nice, but I felt like the 28 had less of that anamorphic character in terms of flare and bokeh. All in all the VAZENs are solid anamorphic lenses, but personally I see the use case more in music videos or narrative work than corporate and commercial work, which I mostly do. In my upcoming video, I show you some anamorphic adapters and anamorphic lenses which turn your spherical lenses into an anamorphic lens. Furthermore, I'm working on a video comparing stills lenses to cinema lenses, so if you're interested in these kinds of things, hit that like and subscribe to my channel so don't miss out. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.
Ich mal auf dich hier.
Hallo!
Okay, lass einmal noch machen. Okay.